The 19th of January. I'm Stephen Ridgway. We all know that malware is pushed via Google search ads, but there's an interesting article that was published a couple of days ago now, but I came across this morning, just demonstrating how widespread this particular problem is. So some researchers have been looking into malware that is distributed via ads in Google. And you know how this works. So the ads come up first. If you search in Google, you'll get ads, and then you'll get the actual search results. So these particular ads look very convincingly like the software that they are advertising. So in this case, these are a series of adverts for open source or free software that does a number of different functions. But when you actually download it and install it, it is in fact malware and does various things. They're not all the same things, but then there's sorts of things that would catch people's attention. So 7-Zip, Blender 3D, CCleaner, Notepad++, OBS. So the broadcast studio software, Rufus VirtualBox, which is interesting, VLC, Media Player, WinRAR, Putty. These are all tools that people do regularly look for. So it is, we know there's a problem. I'm surprised Google doesn't do anything about this, but they have been notorious for not doing anything about this for a very long time. All that we can recommend is that if you are searching for software, in fact, if you're searching for anything, just be very cautious about clicking on any links that are paid for adverts from Google. Actually go to the genuine site rather than the promoted ad site, and double check if you're uncertain. Double check that the site that you're on is really the site that you expect to be on, and that if you want to if you download executables, run them past VirusTotal and have a look and see what's going on there. There is also some indication that ad blockers may give some protection against this, but I think there's no guarantee that ad blockers will completely eliminate the issue. So that's it's disappointing that this is still going on, but it is, so beware. And also on the subject of how to distribute malware, yet more malicious packages have been uploaded to the Python package index, PyPy. So colors lib, https lib, and lib https, which are carefully disguised as legitimate packages. In this case, as libraries for creating a terminal user interface and thread safe connection pooling. All three packages are advertised as providing full-featured security, but in fact they're malware. There's a good write-up in the article that we will link to this briefing. If you are using PyPy and you may have come across those libraries or this particular terminal user interface, be careful. Look to see if you can replace them with something else, so on and so forth. Just letting you know it is it's out there. These uploading malware to well-known repositories is becoming an increasingly common method of distributing malware. So as always, exercise caution when installing pretty much anything onto any of your devices. On to other things. There are vulnerabilities that have been identified in TP-Link SOHO routers, specifically the WR710N, etc., etc. Routers. Despite being made aware a while back, there are still no patches available. The latest hot fixes were released in January, and the vulnerabilities are still there. So slap on the wrist, I think, for TP-Link. If you are using these devices and you have support, get onto TP-Link and demand that they do something about it. Otherwise, keep an eye out for patches which hopefully will be released fairly soon. There are also vulnerabilities in some Netcom router models. Those have been patched, so if you're using Netcom routers, check out the article that we'll link with this and apply the firmware updates as required. And then the final thing from me is a reminder: Mozilla has released security updates to address vulnerabilities in Firefox ESR and Firefox. Some of these vulnerabilities could allow for your system to be taken control of by the attackers. So strongly recommend that if you are using Firefox, you look for updates. Firefox version 109 is out, and Firefox ESR 102.7 addresses these issues. And yes, they are out there, and I had a look. Yep. The updates are ready to be applied. So that's all from me today. Have a good day, and I will be back with you again tomorrow morning.